Talking of lobbing, we've seen some crazy rallies of you like back from the table,
I
like
love
lobbing.
Unbelievable
But
rescues.
I'm not winning that much, you know.
But when you do, it looks good.
Yeah, I try.
Here we go, guys. Another podcast here at China Smash, and we're French champion, a legendary player right now, Prithika Pavade. How you doing?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, great to have you on the show.
Yes,
thanks so much
thanks
for joining
for
us.
the invitation.
How are you feeling out here in China so far? We were just talking before about the jet lag.
No, always happy to come in China, but definitely struggling to adapt for the jet lag. So yeah.
The French team now is so strong. It's in depth. You know, women's, men's. You must have a big team flying out now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? There's lots of coaches, staff. Do you have physios on your team?
Yeah, as you said, we have definitely a pretty big and strong team now. Okay, the men's side is really, really strong, and women, we are getting up there. So it's really nice. And yeah, we have like maybe 4 coaches, 2 for the men, 2 for the women, 1 physio in this tournament, and sometimes traveling also with the physical trainer. So pretty good stuff also.
Many countries are trying to follow China or Asia with how their teams are. It's not just always about the players, it's the team around it as well.
Yeah. They have also like more money than us, so it's a little bit difficult for us to always travel with many people. And they also work a lot of like by individual, you know. We try also to work a little bit more as a team, and yeah, it's just different way to try to play well. So yeah.
I feel like you shot onto the circuit so quickly out of nowhere.
Very young as well.
Yeah. How old are you now? 21?
21.
21, right. And like very quickly you've had 2 results over Mima Ito. Incredible.
Yeah,
one of the best players. Yeah.
Qualified for Olympics when you were 16.
Yes, at 16,
So this is very young.
It's incredible, yeah. Is this something that just very early on you just clicked with the game, or was it? Have you worked extremely hard? What's kind of like?
A little bit of both, I think. Like when I was young, I never thought, of course, that I will manage to go that quick in the seniors. But somehow I managed to win more and more. And also, like one of my first tournaments were like the qualification for Tokyo. In my second tournament, like the European tournament, I managed to qualify, like win 7 matches in a row, which was a big surprise also for everybody. I mean, it was one of my best performances, definitely, and one of the first time that I play against this kind of level, you know. So surprised.
Maybe you also surprised them a bit, though, probably.
Both, I surprised myself, I surprised them. So yeah.
And they gave you that belief. What do you think makes your game so effective?
I would say, I think I have a lot of quality in service and receive game. Also, the first touch, I really try to be aggressive. And I think also, as I said, I'm an offensive player, so I don't let too much time for my opponent to put like her game. And I think that's one of the main thing. And I think also I try to fight a lot, you know. I scream. I try to show my motivation. So
From when I've seen you play, like a lot of the speed, like you take away your opponent's time. From what I've seen, and it was funny actually. Dan earlier, we were watching up on some of your games, and he was like, "Wow, she plays like a bit like Christian Carlsen."
That's nice.
So it's quite a good compliment. But we were kind of like comparing your style and your games.
Yeah.
I think it's like the grip on the backhand and the serve. Like it's very early and like there's. It's like not huge back and top spins, but like
quick snappy shots.
But you know, which is crazy. It's like when I was even younger, I've always preferred to play with my forehand. Like most of the point, I was winning thanks to my forehand. And I remember once I had practice with one Chinese coach from France, and she told me, like, she was doing some multiple for me, and she told me, I think you will have a better backhand than forehand. I said, no chance, come on. I don't even know how to play backhand. And then over the years, it became also one of my strengths. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess you got to just trust it and use it. Start using it, right?
I mean, even more now, because I think like in the past, there was a lot of players who were like really dominant with their forehand, like I don't know, Ru Xingmin, for example. He won Olympics basically only with forehand, but now it's a lot more difficult to play like that. You need to have like
both
the
sides,
balance,
exactly.
Otherwise you just run a lot. Like
I mean, in men maybe it's a little bit more possible, but in the women game, if you don't have both like balance, as you said, it's pretty tough.
It's you have less time in the women's. I think people obviously generally stay closer, and it's a quicker game.
It's really quick. I remember once when the plastic ball first came in, and I saw a match between Franziska and Ru Xingmin, and Franziska was just destroying him on the backhand side. And Rusumi just had to keep lobbing, you know, like you have to have a backhand now. It's so key.
Talking of lobbing, we've seen some crazy rallies of you like back from the table.
I
like
love
lobbing.
Unbelievable rescues.
But I'm not winning that much, you know.
But when you do, it looks good.
I try.
I'm sure that it's that feeling though, like there's some players that when they drop off, they can't lob at all, but you have unbelievable feeling even away from the table. So I guess that helps in all areas of the game, right? Your feeling for the game is strong.
Yeah, it's also because I like to play, not always because it's not the most efficient way to play, but sometimes when I am far from the table, I try to enjoy, because if I am winning like points like this, I really enjoy, like, but I'm not Simon, so
Simon, for sure,
he's a professional at that.
Have you practiced with him much?
A little bit, like before the match in mixed, and okay, thanks to him, I also understood a bit better the spin, like when he's doing some snakes or also some chop from the table. But now it's much better than the first time I played with him.
I was going to say, like, when you come to these events and you go in the practice hall, obviously, maybe sometimes you play with the French, other French girls or guys, but how, maybe they're not available, like, do you organize other practice, just messaging players? Because it's a question we get a lot, like, how does the training work at WTT events? And
we just now with the social media, it's pretty easy also to contact like some other players. So I just try to send a message, then they answer yes or no. And I also, like, we try to see, depending against who we are playing, you know, the draw. And for me, like,
you're probably in high demand, right? Because you're left-hander, so everyone's like, I'm playing left-hander, I need Prithika.
That's funny, because, you know, before the draw, it's more me who contacts the player, and when the draw came out, suddenly I have like 3-4 messages, even also.
All the people playing left-handers are like, right.
You need to message Sung Yisha. Hey, let's have a practice.
This is so good.
Is it? I guess it's a lot harder with the Chinese teams, right? They're a lot more closed.
I would like to ask them, but I'm a little bit shy. And I feel like they are for the moment better, so it's tough, little bit to ask also. But maybe one day you will see some session of me practicing with Chinese.
That would be cool.
It does seem to be happening more so now. I remember, like, let's say 10 years ago, the Chinese team would just train with the Chinese team, but now, or Asian players.
It's mixed a bit more.
Yeah,
like now you see Lin Yunyu knocking with different players and some Chinese players. And
one player I see a lot, not Chinese, but Japanese, but Satsuki Odo, she seems to play with everyone. She's with like Truls, then Adriana, then Kanak Jar yesterday. She's like, but she looks like really good to practice with. Like,
have you played
in both sides, but it's nice.
Crazy.
Have you played her before?
Twice, and tough moment for me.
You'll get it next time.
You got that left-handed.
What we were mentioning earlier about Mima Ito, and you've obviously managed to beat her twice as well. And there was one point in time where she was basically invincible, like even beating the Chinese players. Like it was
2019, no? Like when she won the Japan, like before ITTF, and I watched also.
It was crazy. It was like the time where Chinese women were beating everyone, and she was beating them like so easy though. There was I can't remember. There was one tournament where she beat them.
No, I remember.
Like 3-2 and 3 against one of the Chinese players. It's like how that's not even possible.
No, like for me, when the first time I saw the draw and I had the possibility to play against her, I was like really excited because, as you said, she's one of the most amazing players for me on the tour. You know, like really unpredictable, and the shots like. She played with feeling, chop block with the pips, and like smashing in forehand. So it's a pretty like tricky game. And I was curious, and I was like, she was leading 2-0, like no chance, 2-0, 10-6. And then I just fought for every point, and somehow I won the third set, and then did the comeback. And
wow.
I knew you were 2-0 down. I didn't know it was 10-6 though. That's crazy,
It just goes to show not to give up, right? And if you can get that, steal that set, and then you maybe win the fourth, going into the fifth, there's so much confidence then, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you're winning a set, when you were down and the opponent feel the pressure a bit more, you just feel more relaxed also because you manage to find some solution. And for me, I know also that I like to find solution, you know, even though she's leading a lot or my opponent is destroying me, I try always to find something, maybe a little thing, and maybe it will help me somehow.
I've actually read a lot online that a lot of players talk about your strategy is very high, like strong, and your intelligence and your tactical awareness is very high.
That's nice.
You're just fantastic. And so thinking like that, when you're playing matches, are you just constantly trying to find, like you said, solutions? So let's say you're struggling, you're 2-0 down. Are you going, okay, that game plan didn't work, that style didn't work. Okay, what can I try now? Is it like, okay, I'm going to dig long there and see what happens?
It really depends of the game. Also, I try to discuss with my coach, you know. It depends. I just need like one little thing for me, and then I will push my opponent hard, you know.
And you just stay on that tactic then? Like you say one little thing.
When I'm really down, yes, because if it's the only thing that works, then I will try like 100%. But after, like, if I manage to win this set, I will try to mix a little bit. And for me, this tactical part of table tennis is something that I really enjoy, you know, to trap my opponent, try to... Like if, for example, I serve, basically for me serves, I really enjoy, you know, when my opponent is making mistakes in the receive. So I served up and then she gave me a pretty high ball and then I think, okay, maybe a down serve or long serve. And when they are making like mistakes because they miss the spin or the placement, for me, I really enjoy, you know, because it's like I managed to enter in the head of my opponent and
Of course, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's a good feeling when you get that serve as well, where it's like you kind of know they're already like, what serve is it? And you know they're not sure, and it's like, I'm going to get some chances here. It's a nice feeling.
We were talking about it the other day with someone on the podcast. You know, the serve receive is so massive in table tennis. You know?
It's the first touches, so it's super important. And it's for me the serve. It's the only shot that you control in the game. You know, after it's also up to your opponent how she plays and everything. So
talking of serve receive and training and stuff, what would you think is the secret right now to the French team doing so well?
I would like to know.
I'm sure you can't reveal too much, but is there anything going on? Like, is it just the sheer amount of quantity of practice, or is it the club structure in France? Is it?
I mean, of course, what Felix and Alexis did showed like that it was possible, you know, to beat the best player in the world, and like the dynamic in the men's side is unbelievable. They are 6 in the main draw, 6 in the top 50, which is huge, you know. So and 2 in the top 15, so it's unbelievable. And in our side, the women, since few years we are having some better results. So we just try to also have our own rhythm, you know. I think we just believe that it's possible. We have also a quite young team. Charlotte, Leana, Camille is coming also. So I mean, men, they show us that it's possible, and we don't try to follow them because they are for the moment in another level, but. In my head, I think we have a dangerous team, and like we really want to compete against the best. So
definitely. Amazing. Half of it is just confidence, right? The self-belief, you know. If you can have that belief taken on anyone, that does help a lot.
We saw earlier Charlotte and Camille to play each other
again.
And they played again at another WTT tournament, I think, and they drew each other like round 1. It's like, it must be so tough.
They played against each other in the China Smash last year.
It was last year,
so I told them next year it will be the third round.
That must be so tough though to play sister.
It's a tricky situation.
But someone's got to win.
Did you start out very, very early when in terms of playing the sport?
I started table tennis at 7. It's the only sport that I did, and directly fell in love with that. So I never thought about playing another sport, even though I enjoy a lot, like watching a lot of other sports. But at 7, so I think normal age, I would say.
Nice.
We read online, like your dad was a player before, is that right?
In India, he used to play, like not a big level, but still like he can play a little bit. And I have also one older brother and little sister. They played also, and now they stopped studying. So I'm the only survivor.
Only one left. But you, and also it was saying you were also studying at one point, right? Are you still studying and balancing now, or you're full-time table tennis?
Yeah, still studying in like university.
Yeah.
My friends are going to laugh because I'm going really slowly, but at least I'm doing something else also to stimulate my brain in another way than just playing. So
is that a lot online then to study? Because I guess the time.
Some parts are online, and like for the exams I have to go to the university, and otherwise I have like visio with my teacher, and but it's like I'm alone, so you can go a bit faster.
Sure.
But I think it's also important to have something sometimes outside of, I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be studying, but something outside of table tennis. Otherwise, your whole brain all the time is on it.
Exactly.
And it's sometimes difficult, right? It's good to have a escape sometimes.
Yes, exactly.
For other, let's say, young girls out there around the world, 10 years old, 12 years old, 15, trying to improve and want to become the best, what like tips do you have for them? Like, what is it do you think that you did when you were very young that's got you to where you are now?
Many things. I mean, for me, the most important is to keep enjoying playing. For me, like, it's because I'm passionate that every morning, every practice, I have the smile when I'm playing just table tennis. You give me a table and a racket, it's fine for me,
That's nice.
And for me to keep this passion, and after to be surrounded also by good people. In some way, I feel also lucky because thanks to people who worked for me or are working for me, I have this level, like alone wouldn't be possible. So it's also a part of luck, I think, because sometimes you meet people at the right moment of your career, and fortunately for me, it was like this. So.
And I guess because you love the game and always had a smile, probably it also gravitated people to work with you as well, and know that you actually wanted to.
Yeah,
improve,
you have to ask to my coaches, but
maybe they're like, oh, she's a pain in the ass.
No, I try to be nice to them, even though sometimes I can be like, I can have my bad moments also, but I try always to be nice, because it's also a tough job, I guess, to coach players who their mood can like really change depending on our performances. So
Sure. What are your goals in table tennis? You have some long-term ones or some short-term ones right now?
If I cannot say in a time schedule, like when I want to achieve my goals, but definitely want to be, like, if you don't ask me to be realistic, I want to be the best player in the world, but I know like how table tennis in the women's side is really tough, like Chinese, Japanese, they are dominating. So I would really like to be into the top 5. Like, I don't even know if many Europeans manage to come to this point. So slowly, like step by steps, I will try to, and I'm just really dedicated to manage to achieve these dreams. So
I love it. What
nice.
So top 5, what do you think you need to do to get into the top 5?
That was my question. I was going to say, how do you close the gap to the Chinese, Japanese, and
no, of course you have to work really hard, like, because consistency is super important, but also like in a smart way, I think, because if you want to go through this Chinese army a little bit, you have to develop your own style, your own also personality. And I know that my game can, for the moment it's still not that stable, but if I manage to kind of create my own game with my shots, like service, or also with spin. I really like to play with different spin and everything to change the rhythm. See, if I manage to develop this style, I guess I can compete against them. So
definitely, yeah. We spoke about it in another podcast for like Truls on the men's side to obviously beat the Asian players. He has that something a bit different, or even Adriana, who's had good results on women's. She's chop blocks, different style. If you try and play like normal against the Asian players, it's so tough. So, but like you said, I think your game has the potential to have that, something different, creative. So
exciting times.
Yes.
Like these WTT events, they're so packed out. Every round is just massive, right? It's like in a world championships. Everything.
And it's even harder, I think, than a world championship, because like there's I don't know how many Chinese, Japanese.
Exactly.
It's pretty tough.
But very good for actually improving as well, though. I think that's why in depth now on the tour there's so many strong players in the men's and women's. Like, every game is just so cool to watch and intense.
I hope so.
No, that's awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
I know you've got some training coming up shortly, right?
Exactly.
So good luck. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. It was nice. Thanks.
We loved it.